Welcome, Aquarius, to your May 30th through June 3rd reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Oops. Taking the journey. It says you're on a journey right now. So a lot of you are within this spiritual journey. You might be journeying somewhere else, getting ready to travel. Maybe you just moved. Maybe you feel like your life has just expanded into a new journey, a new transition. I just moved into this new house, this new place, and what a journey it is, right? So Spirit is definitely talking about you being on this journey. With the King of Roses, some of you, whoa, just moved in. Some of you just moved in or are going on a vacation with this King of Roses, this beautiful love, right? This talks about this love. Could be your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or someone brand new that have just started seeing not too long ago. This is definitely showing that passion and that love for this journey, for this new commitment, for this new move, whatever it is you guys are doing. Okay, but there's a lot of love over here anytime you see the King of Roses. But it does say that there is something that you could have, but it does look like you are looking for more when it comes to a certain situation. So it does feel like I have this love, I'm on this journey, and I'm very passionate about this situation, but I need to kick this chest. You know, and I'm going to say it, and it's not going to be for everybody. Remember, if it's not for you, throw it away. It's for someone. Someone has been on this journey with this person a long time, and they're waiting for them to commit. They're waiting for them to propose. They're waiting for the next step. That's why the treasure is there. I want this love to commit to me. I want them to take it to the next level. And you're really going to, whether you already started feeling this way or you're starting to feel that way now, there's something there that says, I don't want to lose this person. This is what I really want. It could even be a job. Maybe you're working, and, I'm going to put more commitment into, wanting to stay at this job. Maybe you're at a job that you really are passionate about, but maybe you're only there as temporary, right? So you really want to show the boss that, I really love this job. I don't want to lose this job. So I really want to make this into a full-time thing, right? Yeah. Because for some reason, even though I feel like you are on track, you're feeling you're not on track. But there's so much love and there's so much, but that's just because you're not seeing the treasure within the situation, or you feel like they're not on track with the way you're feeling. Have to go there. Yep. See, there's no commitment. Okay. It just feels like you're journeying with them, but it doesn't feel like you guys are really getting to that place of, there's so much love and so much compassion for whether this is, like I said, a job. It feels more like love. And it just feels like, but I want them to commit to me. I want them to say that I'm the one for them. I want them to, say, you know what? I want you to stay here with me. I want to be yours. I want to propose to you. I want to give you that promotion to say you can stay here. It's not just a temp job. You can stay here. It's like something that you're wanting, but you don't see it. But you want that treasure chest to open for yourself. But it's almost like, feels like this overwhelming feeling of despair in some ways, because it just feels like the King of Roses has not said what you want them to say. Even though we're journeying on this journey together, or we just got off this beautiful cruise, or we just went on this beautiful vacation, they still haven't said, I love you. They still haven't said something, or the boss didn't say, you're doing such a great job. Ears ringing. Hold on. You're doing such a great job. We would like to keep you here. And it worries you that they're not committable the way that you're feeling. So it makes you feel like you're not on track. Okay. Okay. That's worrisome. I feel the worry. How long will it last when you love something so much Because if it's a temp job that you were passionately in love with this place and I love the people I'm working with, but I'm only supposed to be here for 90 days, but I want to stay. How do I make them see, see me? The majority of it's love. If I give everything to them and they're not seeing me as the treasure, how do I keep it going? How do I keep that alive? I'm going to tell you right now for cross watchers, if it's not, it could be them. And for you guys as well, if it's not you, then it's them. They want to know how they can make you committable to them. They want this with you. I just want to see the overall outcome. Mastering the situation. How am I going to master this situation? Still trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to, still trying to progress in this area. 8 of Keys, Master Artisan. I'm trying to master this. It's hard. To open them up the way I want them open. For some of you, this person was hurt a lot. King of Scrolls in reverse. I'm going to have to actually look that one up. Because for the situation that we're looking at it, I have to look and see how that's going to, fit in that thing. And that's could be dealing with a Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What was that again? Oh, King of Scrolls. Too analytical, that's what it is. This reversal card can indicate a separation from a man who can often be too analytical and tends to overthink situations. It might be the loss of a friend, a coworker, or even the love situation. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Holding on tight. Does that mean that you're going to... Hold on, you guys. Sometimes in reversal, though, this card indicates okay, so it's the fear of losing. Because the person does tend to overthink situations. It could even be yourself. We're going to have to clarify on that card. This one right here also says, though, too, it's the man learning to communicate. So it does feel like there's that blockage. That's what we're talking about. You cannot commit because they're not communicating. They're not expressing that love the way you're feeling it. But then it says it's also could be the analytical towards the overthinking. I think that's you. I think you're overthinking the situation and they're not communicating. So it's 2 in 1. Okay. So you're overthinking the situation. This is the overall outcome is you're overthinking the situation too much. You're just going to have to wait for them to want to communicate, but you're afraid to be in the losing position at this time because there just feels like there's some kind of blockage in understanding when it comes to how much passion I have for this. Like I said, for some of you, it's a job, okay? And then for others of you, it's this, this love. So put it where it belongs for you, okay? But it's receiving this makes you understand. So what does it say? It says receiving this card reversed puts you on notice to think things through and gain the clarity needed to relieve the confusion. This is a good time to try to get a broader perspective of things. Don't self-sabotage the situation, but it wants you to step back and look at the situation in a new perspective. So if they've been hurt in the situation before, you're just going to have to give them time. Don't push them. Because then it says if you push them, you could push them away. And then you'd be at loss. For the job situation, you're going to have to look at it from a new perspective so that you can come to the boss, open up about the situation, and make him see your side of the situation. Ooh, so when it comes to love and comes to the job, it's 2 different things. It's definitely 2 different ways of looking at something. Job, you're going to need to make the boss understand. I hope that I can stay here and make them see that and really look at the situation. Really get analytical about it, though, but also use your heart. That way the boss can see that you really do care about being here. The person, you got to watch your pros and cons because you don't want to push them away by being too analytical, or a little analytical, okay, because you don't want them to see you as needy, right? You don't want to chase either, because remember, chasing pushes away. So you have to take it in steps. That's where the master artisan comes in. You're going to have to master the step that you're on to make the King of Roses understand. So no matter what the situation is, you're going to have to make them understand. But with the love situation, you don't want to be too pushy. With the job situation, you want to make sure, though, that you get in there and actually push a little bit, right? Ooh. Because if you don't, then the boss is just going to let you go because he's not going to know. With the King of Roses, he's not going anywhere unless you get over pushy. Also, it's the opposite. Okay? Well, because one's temporary, but the other one's there, right? And that's two different fields that you're playing on, right? So it depends on which field you're playing on. Okay. Makes sense? Okay. On top of the King of Roses, it says there's a lot of fun, a lot of celebration. It looks like you guys go out and have a lot of fun. Like, you guys definitely do have the Three of Cups. You definitely do have that friendship. You do have that celebration. Even if it's a work situation, you're still enjoying yourself. That's why you want to stay, because you're really enjoying yourself. You're enjoying the coworkers. You're enjoying the environment, right? You just feel it's very friendly. It's very happy. It's a community that you want to be involved with. With the treasure over here, you have the freaking sun. Okay, guys, it's all over. It's all over. Why? Because no matter what the situation is, there's this pleasure and this happiness that's going with the vitality and the fun. It's saying there is a major blessing here. It's just really about that outcome. It's really, see the King of Scrolls going this way. It really is about how you're mastering the step of really opening that treasure. If you do it just perfect, you can stay in this job, right? Now, does it 100% say that you're going to 100% stay? Absolutely not. It's a general reading. I can't tell you that. This isn't personal. For the majority, yes. For others of you, maybe not, okay? But maybe you're just going to enjoy the situation as much as you can for the time being, okay? Right? Because no matter what, it's bringing in this beautiful rebirth of who you are and understanding who you are and what you truly want within life. But, you know, even if you didn't get to stay, let's just put it out there, you know, because I like to be very practical. I'm a Taurus, right? I like to be very practical about the situation when it comes to general readings. Even if you didn't get to stay, you have found a vitality within yourself. You have found a new positivity. You have found a new way of looking at things and life for you to manage yourself to the next job. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to bring all of that high vibration with you. So no matter what's going to happen, you're still going to get your treasure. You're feeling that treasure now, because no matter what in life is learning steps. And if we can just learn to keep our positivity and our vitality strong, that boss could literally say, you know, I'm going to keep you, you know, or you're going to go back to that temp agency and they're going to say, you know, I've got a new job for you. Why? Because you get what you resonate at, right? So no matter what, you're still learning and you're still building. You're building up something that you're going to hold on to, right? When it comes to the relationship, you do feel like there is some tension, right? And I do feel that this person was hurt. So you do feel that there's some imbalance. And it does look like on track, you are worried about the breakup. You are worried about because it said over here too, you're thinking too analytical. Allow that to, do not manifest breakup. Do not allow anything there to get in the way of that sun. Because you're going back and forth. I feel it. When you're together or you're at work, you've got this high vitality. You go home and you're like, man, I hope this stays. Oh my God, I hope they want to commit to me. Oh my God, you stop. Enjoy and keep that vitality strong. Because no matter what, it says with the King of Scrolls, you have the potentials to lose if you allow yourself that imbalance, to cause that tension. When you think negative like that, when you're not together, you could be texting in a lower vibration. That is not good, right? Or you could be coming into work because you're so worried about the situation, could be coming into work with a lower vibration. By the end of the day, when you're with everybody, you're at a higher vibration, but you don't want to go to work with a low vibration. Or end the day with a low vibration. You see what I'm saying? By allowing yourself to think of these things. Let it go. Think with the highest vitality. Keep the sun on. Yeah, see, self-sabotage. My friends. I want you guys to all understand that the majority of the time we are, as humans, our worst enemy. There's, in a lot of ways, no one could be worse enemy than ourselves. We just don't realize it. So with the commitment over here, we have the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of courage and a lot of zest for life and a lot of determination to get to this commitment, to want to do this. And I want you to understand that this King of Roses wants this commitment too. Even though, yeah, they do. Even though, yeah, because they're very comfortable with you. They're very comfortable with you. So if you want to move this to the next step, you're going to have that quality time, but do it from a high vibration. Don't do it from a low vibration. Don't be over vulnerable is what I'm trying to say. Be vulnerable, but watch for over vulnerability. Okay? Just be very, it feels like this person is very protective of you and they see a lot of success within this situation. I just feel like, yeah, they have fear and worry. They may even have the same fears and worries you have. That's why there should be some more open communication, but it has to be very balanced. Okay? And if they don't feel like they want to talk about it, don't push. Let them, feel like they can be vulnerable, especially when it's males. Because not all males are, vulnerable. They don't like vulnerability. A lot of males even have to feel like there's a, how is that? It's like you have to earn their trust for vulnerability, and that's because they've been hurt, right? But they feel very familiar with you. They feel very comfortable with you, okay? They do feel this joy, and you guys are making memories together, and they're really enjoying the situation. And even at work, you're enjoying yourself and making a lot of memories that you can bring with you. And it does look like, there is some childhood memories that could be going on, some reminiscing. Just make sure you're keeping that communication, to where you guys can enjoy each other. The overall outcome for the Master Artisan over here, really building this up to get to where it is there it is. Believe in yourself and have the courage to continue. There it is. You're going to have this huge sudden insight that's going to allow you to see the Ace of Cups. So where you're feeling all that worry, do not worry. You do have the Queen of Cups, that opening up for that healing and that intuitive care when it comes to this person. But I also feel like the challenge that you're dealing with is, you're going to be kind of standing up for your own and really holding your own. I feel like that, is pretty much kind of on that kind of job situation, whatever is going on in your job. It was where I'm going to persevere. But I do feel like the Queen of Cups, this person that you're dealing with, I do feel they're going to see it your way. They're going to see it and understand. Now, like I said, does that mean for all of you they're going to let you stay? I cannot tell you that. Okay, but I will say one thing. They do see it from your point of view. They understand. Okay. I am telling you, though, for the majority of you, you are getting this job. You are going to be able to stay. Okay. Because they do have that understanding. Let's look at the love for a second. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're going to open up and be a little vulnerable about the situation. And it is going to feel like they're more like head over heart in the situation. Right? But they're definitely wanting to communicate about this very clear-minded. Right? But they just want to feel like they're heard. Right? So that way they can feel that passion. They want to feel that focus. They want to feel that compassion from you. Okay? And that's really what it is. Show me the love. Look at that. Show me the love. But I want you to show it to me in a subtle way, right? Very subtle power, because the strength card is subtle power. Not, like I said, not over vulnerability. Don't cry, right? You don't have to get that vulnerable, right? It's a subtle power. Come to me and tell me, right? You got the Nine of Cups. I love this. We have the Nine of Cups to what is hidden. So it says, whatever you feel is hidden within this situation will definitely come to light with the sun, and you will have the Nine of Cups. I'm telling you, the majority of you got this. You got this in the bag. Okay, and this person they want to go out. They want to explore with you. They want the excitement with you. The boss loves your freedom. They love that you're very inspiring, and that you feel like, you know what, you can do things for this job, and they love your energy. Wow. Come on, guys. You guys got this. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, yeah. Overall card is the victory. Look at that. Yeah, Like I said, those of you who don't, it's okay. Because it just feels like you're going to be on your way to travel to someplace that's going to be just as good as it was before. Two outcomes are always needed a lot of times most of the time when it would come to generalized readings, right? Receive healing. Yeah, there's a lot of healing. And the healing is just that understanding, right? Understanding. You guys go with the flow. You guys are beautiful. Beautiful reading. Beautiful you. And beautiful them. Because I love them, right? I'm loving them. I'm loving that they're listening. I'm loving that they want to be open with you. I would love that they want to, be a part of what's going on within you, because you are saying, this is what I need. Oh. Hey, guys. Win in my heart all the time. Until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.